was a basic plan. I would show up on March in Club Soda and become the heavyweight champion of IWS. Life decided that it wasn't gonna happen. I got a second chance, but you, Matt Angel, wasn't there to give it to me. I'll tell you something. I'll beat everybody who shows up in front of me, and until then, I hope you'll be ready, because I'm gonna take back that title and bring it back home. You better watch yourself, Angel.
Two heavy hitters here in the IWS on this episode of IWS BloodStream. One half of TDT, Mathieu Saint-Jacques taking on Benjamin Tull, former world champion, taking on former tag team champion. Two big boys who are going to be slapping some meat. Ooh, a little taste of your own medicine there, Benji. Usually Benjamin's the one who does the fake slap thing. But now, not only does Mathieu fake him out, but he gives him a real slap to boot. Insult to injury. Another lockup here. Calling out the lockup. And in the corner. And a big slap by Ben Tull. I gotta question that one. And that's just gonna fire Mathieu Saint-Jacques up, who wrestles out a side headlock takedown here from technical wizard Mathieu Saint-Jacques. Working him around with that forearm. Keeping tight lock on him. Benji's going to try to use the ropes for momentum, but Mathieu Saint-Jacques going to hold on. Now they're the ropes going to call for a clean break. Referee Renee for a clean break. Do we see it? I don't think so. They push each other instead. These are two big boys, and they do respect each other, but they both want to win. Ooh, Mathieu Saint-Jacques calling for the prise de force, which we call the test of strength. And Mathieu Saint-Jacques going to the breadbasket. Look at these guys. They're just slapping each other, punching each other. Jockeying for position. Neither one of them giving an inch. These two big, burly men. You heard the cry of force as each of them tries to one-up the other, using the chest, using the biceps, using the triceps to gain victory over the other. Look at Mathieu Saint-Jacques shake. Neither one of these men. Imagine how embarrassing it would be to lose here for one, and how demoralizing it would be. And right now, Mathieu Saint-Jacques finding himself on top of this exchange. But Benji now, right back to it, and for some headbutts here, is Saint-Jacques. Manages to create some separation. And Mathieu Saint-Jacques with a forearm shot. Waiting him, daring Benji to hit him back, and Benji does. There's a slap right to the face. Nothing pretty about that, folks. And a big chop to the chest. There you go. And when I said these big men would be slapping meat, this is what I meant. Forearm exchange. A little bit of momentum. Who's going to give first? This is masculinity on display. You can smell the testosterone in the air. Mathieu Saint-Jacques with an Irish whip. And that hanging clothesline takes Benji right down. And the after effects of that strike exchange sold by Mathieu Saint-Jacques. Saint-Jacques now with a boot. Again, a lot of Mathieu Saint-Jacques' offense is not pretty, but it is effective. It is dangerous. It is brutal. And right now, he's picking Benji up by those coiffed, bleached blonde hairs of his that are all brand new. Very nice looking. And he responds with a scoop. And a slam drops Mathieu Saint-Jacques down unceremoniously to the mat. Got him by that big, thick head of hair. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, I suppose. Mathieu Saint-Jacques slips out, pushes Ben to the corner. Ben's gonna charge him. Sidestep by Saint-Jacques, and a giant Anderson-style spinebuster, a Mathieu Saint-Jacques trademark, and one of the moves that has made him a multiple-time tag team champion here in the IWS. 1-2. Hook of the cargo pants on that one, not enough to keep the big man down. Of of course, we want to say shout out, thank you to our sponsors, Prohibition. Thank you so much, very much, Rubs, BBQ, and Nutrizone. If you want to check us out on social media, fans, you make sure you check out at IWS Hardcore on Twitter and on Instagram, and IWS International Wrestling Syndicate on Facebook. We see a sleeper hold now in the middle of the ring, and you know what? Again, not flashy, but very effective. If you take a big man's air out, especially if their cardio might not be as good, you can easily sneak out a victory that other people might not. And Mathieu Jacques, though, had that reversal scouted and puts the sleeper right back on. Tull now might be going night-night for Benji. St. Jacques really wrenching in, putting his weight down across the shoulders of Tull, compressing the lungs. And now with that cranial twist, stretching the jaw, stretching the neck. Benji, though, not about to tap out, not about to give up, biting his own finger. Oh no, trying to get rid of that fish hook, actually. 2 elbows, shoots him off the ropes, and la grosse butt, a big boot from Tull, who is a little bit slow to take advantage afterwards after having the air cut out from under him for so long. Both of these men exhausted from these lacerating strikes, just lacing each other. Mathieu St. Jacques doesn't even know where he is. He just needs to know that he has to stay up. Ooh, chop punch combo, danger party from Tull. Those forearms in the corner. You could take out an eye with one of those. You could take out a tooth easily. The lights are on, but nobody's home. Front face lock now, and spinning brainbuster dumps St. Jacques on the back of his head, and St. Jacques barely gets the shoulder up in time. Barely. Usually we see somebody like St. Jacques kick out with authority, but not there. Just managing, out of instinct alone, to get his shoulder up off the mat. Tull now in firm control, #1 contender to the IWS World title. Oh. St. Jacques challenging Tull to hit him. He catches the boot, spits at him, spins him around, and DDP, eat your heart out. There's an ace crusher for you. 2 and only a 2 count. Clearly, St. Jacques has been doing his DDP yoga. And folks at home, I gotta tell you, when the straps comes off, you know what that means. And that means business is about to pick up. And right now, St. Jacques is picking up Tull, maybe going for that Gotch-style pile driver he's used to finish several opponents already. Nope, but Tull with the ring presence to pick St. Jacques into the fireman's carry. St. Jacques fires down to a front face lock, maybe gonna set him up once more for that pile driver. But Tull dumps him to the apron, backdrop style, throws a punch. St. Jacques answers with a forearm. Gonna go for a slingshot here, but back into the fireman's carry position. Tull needs to capitalize here. J-Driller, 1, 2, and your winner. Benjamin Tull, #1 contender to the IWS World Heavyweight Championship.
International Wrestling Syndicate!
Battle between 2 former IWS World Heavyweight Champions. The Green Phantom in one corner and double guns flexing right now current IWS Tag Team Champion, Black Dynamite, in singles action here on IWS BloodStream. This one should be hard-hitting and not for the faint of heart, as we see a collar and elbow tie to start this match. I'm not sure if Green Phantom does have the power advantage, but he certainly does have the leverage advantage. He is much taller. This man is a hardcore hero and a giant. But that's not to take away from Black Dynamite, who might be in the best cardiovascular shape of anybody on the IWS roster. Trading chops now in the corner strikes. Black Dynamite going low and a forearm. Big chop in the corner by Black Dynamite. He's going to whip Green Phantom across the ring. Green Phantom, solid reversal, hard buckle. There's that big stomp right there. Huge elbow drop by the Green Phantom. This is vintage Phantom right here. Here we go. Get with the green. And speaking of green, of course, our sponsor, Prohibition. Prohibition.com. You gotta love those guys. That's Green Phantom. It's the spitting DDT. In addition to Prohibition, we have 2 more sponsors. Like that count was a 2 count. We have Nutrizone and we have Rub's Barbecue. Right now, a pump handle slam by the Green Phantom. Might go for a pin here, but no pin. Green Phantom, it seems to be feeling it. The adrenaline is surging. Gonna pick his man back up. Maybe go for another way to beat Black Dynamite. To the corner. Green Phantom charges in, but misses that big boot, hangs himself out to dry, and Green Phantom's hardcore heroes, so to speak, just got with the Black Dynamite as he kicks that rope right into the family jewels of the Green Phantom. Totally legal, of course, because that's not a direct low blow. But Green Phantom seems to be worse for wear off that one. There's a basement drop kick right there from Black Dynamite. And Black Dynamite looking like $1 million, ladies and gentlemen. It's only a matter of time before this gentleman has a much larger platform to perform on. And speaking of large, his much larger adversary now, he's going to help him back into the ring. Maybe the hard way. Green Phantom, though, breaks him, hits him with a forearm. Gonna get into the ring, and once again, Black Dynamite goes to the ropes, causing a low blow. Here's that neck breaker on the knee, right on the point of the knee right there. There's that pin. 1. Only 2 count. Referee Renee out of position. Could have been a 3. Must be frustrating for Black Dynamite. He's going for his mask, I think. In Lucha Libre, of course, this would be an automatic disqualification, but we are in North America, in Montreal, therefore it is not. Some elbows to the gut now from the Green Phantom on Black Dynamite. Green Phantom hits the ropes, eats a spinning back kick. Black Dynamite now going for this Kryptonite Crunch style maneuver, maybe. There it is. Get with the green, get with the Kryptonite. 1, 2, and only 2. It seems that Black Dynamite has a penchant for pinning his opponents with the forearm on the jaw, not going for the leg hook, which is interesting when competing against a larger opponent. But who am I to argue? Who am I to question the logic of a 2-time former IWS World Champion throwing those kicks down right to the chest, the solar plexus of the Green Phantom? Green Phantom, though, not going to respond politely to the jaw jack and spins him around and telegraphs it, does Black Dynamite, catches him with the enziguri to the back of the head. Now putting the Green Phantom in the ropes. What's he going for here? Maybe a front face lock. He does. Maybe a suplex type maneuver. Green Phantom, though, putting on the brakes. Green Phantom with the weight advantage in this particular contest. But regardless, Black Dynamite showing why he is in such phenomenal shape. This man works out. I would invite you to follow us, fans. Follow us on social media. This is IWS BloodStream. We are the IWS. I am Professor H. Happy to welcome you here. We are IWS Hardcore on Twitter, on Instagram. That was a chop. And of course, IWS International Wrestling Syndicate on Facebook. Green Phantom with a reversal here. And a corner avalanche. Stops Black Dynamite's momentum. Green Phantom now scooping Black Dynamite onto the second rope. Maybe going for that Phantasm here. He's got him hooked for it. And hits the Phantasm, and that'll do it. 1, 2, and somehow Black Dynamite managing to kick out of the Phantasm. The Green Phantom has won numerous championships with that maneuver, but Black Dynamite showing his resiliency, showing his toughness, showing why he is one of the IWS Tag Team Champions. Phantom now hooking him for the Phantom Menace, his favorite move. Dynamite, though, with a leg sweep. Hangs him out to dry. What's this here? Ooh, big kick to the back of the head right there, and that is not fun. He's going back to the mask. Black Dynamite going back to the mask. Turning it. Green Phantom is blinded. Blinded by his own mask. Green Phantom has no idea where he is. Confused is the Green Phantom. Black Dynamite now. He's got a schoolboy. 1, 2. Green Phantom kicking out on instinct alone. Cannot see, cannot fight. Fireman's carry, pick up now. Green Phantom goes behind. Phantom Menace maybe. There it is. Oh, but Green Phantom rolling off, still can't see. Can't pin his opponent if he can't see. Momentum took Phantom out of that pin and unable to capitalize on the Phantom Menace. Oh, Green Phantom has fixed himself now, but look at this Black Dynamite now. Catches him in that triangle choke. An efficient maneuver by Black Dynamite. Is he going to put the Green Phantom to sleep? Referee Renee calling for the bell. Green Phantom is out cold. He is asleep, and your winner, again, the very impressive Black Dynamite.
International Wrestling Syndicate.
Animaniacs! Animal Bob Anger here, running wild, picking up another W. Another W. Whew. How big was that boy, Breezes? 8 feet tall, 555 pounds, every hit like a howitzer on the animal. But let me tell you, Breezes, I could take it. I could take it all day. I got everything. I can take you anywhere you want to be. See, Breezes, this is the problem. You drink your own Kool-Aid, buddy. You drank your own Kool-Aid, and you stepped in the ring with the animal, and you got eaten alive! Eaten alive! So go grab a Coke and a smile, and I'll see you on down the road. Yeah! Whew. Animal hasn't seen that much action since Candy Boss cost a nickel. Now let me tell you, Animaniacs, I got a problem. Breezes broke my damn armor. He broke it. It's magic armor. I don't have my magic power ring. I don't have my magic armor anymore. Going in there next is just Stone Cold Animal. But up next is just a mortal. Just another mortal. Honey Quinn, Mr. Honey, whatever you call yourself. I'm gonna tell you, like I tell the rest of the so-called hard cases up here in IWS, those posts are my trees, and those ropes are my branches, and that mat is where Animal hunts. And at IWS, hunting's real good for the animal. It's real good. Ow! Ow!
Got a styles clash for you here on IWS BloodStream. Folks at home, we have Bob the Animal Anger against the fabulous firework Honey Quinn. Now, as we saw previously, Bob Animal's Asgardian Space Thunder Vest was broken by Breezes and does not seem to be even ceding an inch, biting Honey Quinn. Honey Quinn not very happy with that one, and even without his vest, it seems, Animal is in full control of this match here. Another collar and elbow tie-up, and as brave as Honey is, I have to question charging head-on into battle against a much bigger adversary. Oh, Honey learned. Honey saying, "You're not going to bite me," but he will get clotheslined right out of his boots. Bob is so proud of his clothesline that he's going to take the time to jaw jack with referee Frank, giving Honey the chance to recover. I have to question this right here, folks. Ooh. And Honey, with a drop kick right on the button, sends Animal right into the turnbuckle. Now, Honey, Huney going for here, rocks the ropes, and huge Hurricane Rana takes Animal right over. And I don't even think that Huney knows where he is. Huney, though, going for moonsault press, perfectly executed. 1, 2, and leg is hooked, but only 2 on Bob the Animal Anger. Huney saying that Bob hasn't seen anything yet. You know, for such a sweet festive firework, Huney has got a bit of a mean streak to him, I can definitely say. I think maybe going for that Trouble in Paradise type move that he's been beating people with, but clubbing blows by Bob the Animal Anger. And a chop by Bob the Animal. And it's those Aikido type throws from Bob the Animal Anger. Here comes the foot. Just sends Huney flying across the ring. Flying. And now going for the third. Right through. Maybe we're going to see that old school type maneuver. No. Looks like it might be a black hole slam or... And I've just been informed by our move consultant that, in fact, it was the SOS and not the Trouble in Paradise. And I apologize, folks at home. Regardless, Bob the Animal with that stretch on Huney, Quinn, and just bashing his head into the middle turnbuckle. And a huge face plant in that seatbelt type position. Bob now, kind of a lackadaisical cover. 1, 2, and I would not have pinned Huney Quinn that way. Huney Quinn could easily kick out. Bob the Animal, it seems to be toying with his food. And I was always told that's a bad idea by my mother. And I love my mother very much, so I'm going to say it's a bad idea for Bob the Animal Anger. Bob, though, now, the double leg pickup, going to walk Huney Quinn to the corner here. And sits him on the top rope. Sits him on the top rope, and a big chop to the stomach by Bob. Bob creating some separation here. Climbing to the second, but Huney Quinn, no, firing up. Some huge forearms to the chest. Bob falls down hard. Huney Quinn now. I seems the gears are turning upstairs for Huney, and cartwheels out of the way on Bob Anger. Charges into the ropes, and a huge swinging DDT, tornado styles from Huney Quinn. And both men struggling, but look at Huney Quinn. Huney has this evil look in his eyes, ready to deal more damage to Bob the Animal. Charges into the ropes, and a huge swinging DDT, tornado styles from Huney Quinn. And both men struggling, but look at Huney Quinn. Huney has this evil look in his eyes, ready to deal more damage to Bob the Animal. Cartwheel back elbow right on the jaw. Huney now, handspring, catching, and slice bread. Slice bread number 2, that should do it for Huney. No cover though, and ooh, splits right across the jaw. 1, 2, and not enough weight on the shoulders. Bob kicking out, but really ate that one right in the teeth. Huney digging deep into his arsenal and very impressive in this contest with Bob the Animal Anger. And Huney calling for the big time, that big moonsault that he's been using to finish people off with. But Bob with a clubbing blow to the back. So in belly to back position here. And drops him hard across the shoulders with that belly to back suplex. 1, 2, and only good for 2 from Huney Quinn. And Bob clearly thinking that it should have been more. But it was only good for 2, and I trust referee Frank's count here. I trust him. Not when I'm in there, but right now, yes. What's Bob setting up for now? That scoop up one more time. Almost like a bear hug-like maneuver. But Huney Quinn biting Animal right in the head. Hits the ropes. Ducks a line. Ducks it again. What's Huney going for here? Wheelbarrow right into a bulldog, and that puts him down. Both men showing worse for wear for this contest. And now it is a battle of attrition. Who wants it more? Who will make it to their feet first? As referee Frank administers the 10 count. He's got to 5. He makes it to 10. Both of these people will be disqualified. We don't want that. We want a clean finish here in the IWS. At 8 now. And it looks like Quinn has made it to a knee. Both of them at their feet in the last nick of time. And ooh, Bob charging in. Huney slipping, sliding through. Looks like Bob might have eaten it there. And nope, Bob catching Huney. What's he going for? Torture rack position. Torture rack position here. Will Huney give up? No, and goes for a burning hammer. Huney lands on his feet, knocks Animal down with that kick. A second one, but Animal catches it this time. Animal catches it, spins Huney around, scoops him up, and big body slam by Bob the Animal Anger. Maybe gonna go for that big splash that we saw him beat Breezes with, but no. Quinn is on his feet, and no, not the splash, it's the big clubbing clothesline from the top rope. Not going for a pin now, instead shoving Huney's face into the mat. Bob the Animal's angry, folks. Bob is not happy that Huney is putting up this much a fight against him, but looks to be finishing the job here. What's he going for? Scoops him into a kryptonite crunch type position, but Huney rolling through. Big roll up by Huney. Is that enough? 1, 2, and Bob manages to kick him off in the last second. What do we got here? Bob struggling to his feet. Boot by Huney. SOS maybe. Is that what he's going for? Drops him right on his shoulders and his neck. And Bob the Animal has no idea where he's at, folks. And it might be time for the big time. What do we got here? Bob struggling to his feet. Boot by Huney. It is. Picture perfect moonsault. 1, 2, and that's good for 3. Quinn is your winner. Saver making his IWS debut and trying to get the jump start on Speedball Mike Bailey, but Mike Bailey now way too quick for that. This action is too quick for me to call. Spring hand, back elbow, leapfrog, rolls through. My goodness, look how fast they're going. But he catches a kick right to the chest, does Leon Saver, and as fast as that was, that will stop the momentum real quick. There's the pin. 1, 2. The one-man show, Leon Saver making his IWS debut, and what a way to do it, taking on former multiple-time IWS champion Speedball Mike Bailey. What's this here? Rolling Thunder knees. Rolling Thunder knees squashes Leon. 1, 2. Only good for 2 on Leon Saver. Mike Bailey now maybe moonsault double knees. Yes, it is. But Leon moves out of the way. This might be the opening he needed. Might be going for that sharpshooter submission he uses to finish off his opponents. Looking like it. Bailey, though, fighting out of it. Fighting out of it. What's he going for? Gets the ropes. And Leon must legally break the hold. And he does, but takes that cheap shot right to the solar plexus. Does Leon Saver. Gonna follow it up with a solid right hand right in the ear. Right in the ear. Leon now showing what he's got. He's gonna choke Mike Bailey. Gonna choke him with the boot, that big diesel style choo-choo boot in the corner. Leon Saver, very impressive here in his IWS debut, taking it right to Speedball Mike Bailey. What's going in for here now? Might be an abdominal stretch. It sure is. And look at that, the kneeling abdominal stretch right there. That puts pressure on the entire body. You can pop a rib out easily. And he's got him right in the center of the ring, not where Speedball Bailey wants to be. Gonna go for the foot, though. That's right, he knows all the counters in the world, does Bailey. What's this here? Snapmare driver from Saber. Excellent way. He should waste no time, but he does. 1, 2, and it might be your debut, but you're gonna have to try harder than that to beat up, Speedball Mike Bailey. Leon now picking his opponent back up. Gonna back him up into the ropes. No, we're gonna go to a front face lock. Snap suplex, very nice here. Gonna float over, go for the pin. One more time, deep leg hook from Saber. Still not enough to take out Speedball. Speedball, of course, has been all over the world. From Japan to Europe, North America, he is world-traveled, battle-tested, one of the best in the world. And Leon Saber looking to prove that he belongs, not just in the IWS, but with such an international quality talent. And that'll do it, that right hand, right to the jaw. Nothing pretty about it, but it will dislocate your jaw, making it harder to breathe, making it harder to pay attention. Speaking of breathing, if you want to breathe in a fun way, we say that you should go over and check out our sponsors, Prohibition. They'll help you breathe in a fun way, prohibition.com. As you see another right hand there from Leon Saber. If you're hungry, you go to Rub's BBQ. They won't give you a knuckle sandwich like that. They'll give you some top quality barbecue instead. Leon Saber now setting up for that super kick finisher that he has, but blocks underneath, hits that huge one-legged drop kick, and Leon Saber is on Dream Street. Has no idea where he is, and I can't blame him. Those educated feet of Mike Bailey being put to the test here. And spinning back kick right in the gut, axe kick right to the shoulder blades, and roundhouse. What's Speedball calling for here? Maybe the shooter. Running star, there it is. 1, 2, and Leon Saber still staying alive in this contest, but Bailey immediately now going for that kick to the head. Leon ducks too. Hides and and should have kept hiding because he caught that kick right to the mush, did Leon Saber. Bailey now backs his man to the corner, and that huge knife-edged chop that'll take the wind right out of your sails. Putting him on the top right. Maybe he might be going for the flamingo driver. No, it's gonna be, wow, Leon with the count of the roll-up, and he's going for the sharpshooter. If he gets this, he's got it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the move that he uses to beat opponents all over the province of Quebec. And Speedball has nowhere to go, caught in the middle of the ring. Can he make it? Leon Saber looking very sure of himself here. I think this might be it. Referee Frank checking for the tap out. Speedball Bailey refusing to give up as Leon yells at him, digging deep. Pressure on the knees, pressure on the back, pressure on the ankles. And Speedball makes it to the ropes. And that's got to be disheartening for Leon Saber to hit your finishing maneuver and for your opponent to get out of it. Leon, though, maybe going for that German suplex. We've seen that. He's got a beautiful bridge, and there it is. He's going to hold on. Going to go for a second German, maybe. Nope. Looks like it's a belly to back. That it is. Drops him down. Wait, keeps the waist lock. Going for a third, perhaps. What's this here? Oh, half Nelson. No, regular. And a brainbuster spikes Mike Bailey right on the top of his head. Gonna pin him. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. Not enough to keep Speedball down. And you can see the look of pain and exhaustion in the eyes of both of these men. Both of them wondering what they gotta do to beat one another in this exciting contest here on IWS BloodStream. Saber's got to be thinking super kick here, his finishing move. He's been practicing that for over a dozen years. This happens to be his 12th anniversary in pro wrestling, and Speedball looks worse for wear. But he kicks it out of the way, catches him with a roundhouse to the head. Big PK, and moonsault double knees. And Leon Saber feeding up, not really sure why. Maybe the buzzsaw kick. That'll do it. 1, 2, and thank you very much. Oh my, I'm honestly impressed. He kicked out. Speedball now staying on top of him, not giving him a single chance. Gonna hook the legs. Maybe it's the flamingo driver again. Oh, he's got him hooked. Oh, good night, Irene. This is gonna do it. That's it, flamingo. 1, 2, and Speedball Mike Bailey shows Leon Saber why he is one of the top wrestlers in the entire world. Welcome back to IWS BloodStream. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special treat for you. My monster, the world's largest cruiserweight, Max Lemire, taking on the designated striker, Kevin Blanchard, the IWS Canadian Championship. Now, the world's largest cruiserweight, obviously, is one of the best wrestlers in the world, but I am contractually obligated to remain unbiased, and therefore, I will not laugh at Kevin when he hits Max and tries to actually deal damage to the world's largest cruiserweight. Are you joking me with this forearm? Are you joking me? Again, look at this. Max tries to get him. Max let him get him there in a strike. Look at this, shrugging him off. Grabs him by the throat, picks him up. Blanchard manages to get out of it and catches him with that boot. Kick to the knee, drops Max to 1. Kevin now with a head of steam. Get him, Max, come on. There it is, look at that, shrugs him off like nobody's business. This man, one of the best in the world by far. Look at this. Oh yes, big stinger splash. Look at this monster. Did you know this man can legitimately pull an airplane by a rope? I'm serious. Max Lemire is a world-famous strongman competitor. And who is Kevin Blanchard? Now, Kevin Blanchard, of course, is no slouch. He has held the IWS world title, or Canadian title rather, for a while. But Max, once more, shrugging off that pump kick, picking him up like he's nothing, like a baby in the bathwater. Look at this. Doing some reps. And just launches him into the stratosphere, does Max Lemire. But Max, once more, shrugging off that pump kick, picking him up like he's nothing, like a baby in the bathwater. Look at this. Doing some reps. And just launches him into the stratosphere, does Max Lemire. And it's only a matter of time, of course, before Max Lemire does win this match. But again, I am unbiased. So Kevin Blanchard now with a couple of kicks. But once again, Max take control, puts that big size 24 boot right into his throat. And right now, Max Lemire providing plenty of pain for Kevin Blanchard. And speaking of providing, this whole thing would not be possible without our providers, our sponsors, Prohibition, Rubs Barbecue, and Nutrizone. Folks, remember, this is the IWS's IWS BloodStream. You can get trained to wrestle and do better than those elbows. If you look up IWS Training Center on social media, a flurry of kicks here by Kevin Blanchard takes Max to a knee, and probably going to be catches him with that shining wizard to the back of the head. Not going to go for the pin, going to go maybe for that double stomp on the top rope instead. You can catch Kevin Blanchard, Max Lemire here on IWS BloodStream and on social media as Max catches Blanchard like it's nothing. Nothing. Picks him up to the fireman's carry position, throws him up into, look at this, he's just toying with him. He's just toying with him. Falcon Arrow, that'll do it. Count, ref, 1, 2, and... I have to say, referee Frank with an extremely slow count, and there's the cranium crush. I taught him that one, you know. Speaking of cranium crush, if you are feeling like you want to get some new content in your cranium, you follow us on social media, folks, at IWS Hardcore on all platforms. IWS Hardcore International Wrestling Syndicate. We've been around for 20 years. The best in Montreal, the best in Canada, and we're showing you why as Max Lemire puts Kevin Blanchard to sleep with that blood choke. But Kevin Blanchard, I gotta say, to his testament, is managing to fire up out of that one. Gonna go maybe for an elbow. That's right, catches Max right in the gut one more time. A third elbow and a huge chop from Blanchard is gonna make his way to the corner, but Max charges back in and big Yakuza, Mafia kick, call it what you will, but call it effective right to the mush. And Kevin Blanchard is in deep, deep trouble. Max now on the second rope. Gonna go for that closed hand, but what's Blanchard no slipping out? What's this? And wait, careful! Oh my goodness, catches Max. Going for a powerbomb. No way, he can't hit this. No way! Oh my goodness, drops him down. No. Come on, Max, get up, Max. No. We know Kevin goes for that double stomp, catches all of it. It's gonna be a pin. 1, 2, and Maxim Lemire managed to kick out, and look at this. Catches him right into that choke, right back into that front headlock, squeezing the life out of Kevin Blanchard. Looks like Kevin is about to... He's going to give up. I'm sure he's going to give up. He must be giving up. When he's making his way to the ropes, and he breaks the hold, and I am disappointed, but I'm sure you fans at home are real happy to see this one continue. Max Lemire, though, not breaking the hold. He's just going to choke all the life out of him. Forget it. And what is this? Max, you got to let go, Max. Max, what do you... Referee Frank just threw this one out for Max's refusal. That's right, get him, Max, get him. Who do you think you are? This is the IWS. How dare you? How dare you? Max, that's it. Good. You teach him a lesson, Max. You teach him a lesson. Huge lariat. Turns him inside out. And that is the world's largest cruiserweight, ladies and gentlemen. That is the world's largest cruiserweight. Look at this. He's not even done with him. Gonna go for the powerbomb, maybe? Gonna go for the powerbomb. And what's Speedball Mike Bailey doing here? Speedball Mike Bailey runs in, and Max, very smart, taking it to the outside. Doesn't need any part of Bailey. Max Lemire's a working man. He's a smart man's wrestler. He's not getting paid tonight to work Speedball Mike Bailey. Forget it. Why would he? Taking his time. Good job, Max. Well done. We're going to get that Canadian title one day. And a disgusting display of friendship between these two. Yeah, it's cute. You guys are fan favorites. We love it. Speedball Mike Bailey, international star. Of course, Kevin Blanchard, the IWS Canadian champion. Bailey, of course, man of honor, does not want Kevin Blanchard to go out that way. I get it. It's cute. We love to see it. All right. Ha, ha, ha. Big handshake. Okay. There's the props. Oh, my God. I'm a kid on Christmas. Mike Bailey just laid out the IWS Canadian champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Speedball Mike Bailey might have just become my second favorite wrestler. I am so proud of you right now. And that's it for us this week on IWS BloodStream.